Breaking news: the US government has urged its citizens to reconsider traveling to Nigeria due to crime, terrorism, civil unrest, kidnapping, armed gangs, and inconsistent availability of healthcare service. The United States government issued the warning on July 15, 2025, in a fresh travel advisory to its citizens published on the website of the US Mission in Nigeria. Wahala dey o. Wahala dey for all Nigerians because this is getting out of hands. A lot of countries right now are beginning to restrict their citizens from traveling to Nigeria. What are the reasons? We'll be finding out the reasons in this video. Please watch this video from the beginning to the end. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel, because me sef, I dey shock o. Wetin dey happen my Naija people? What is happening? Only Nigeria, what is happening?
The United States is warning its citizens against traveling to Nigeria, where it has declared Nigeria a state of terrorism. This is a state where we have civil unrest, crime, a nation where there is no good healthcare services, a state where we have armed gangs and kidnappers. You won't believe this. And let me tell you, this is after the US released a travel advisory whereby they encourage their citizens to think twice before they travel to Nigeria. But we all understand this. It's because the government of Nigeria went ahead and denied accepting the deportees from the United States. You remember these 5 criminals who were recently...
The Australian government has warned its citizens to immediately leave Thailand, Cambodia, Lagos, and Vietnam amidst rising military conflicts in the Southeast Asia. Please, how do we get involved? Must we involved in all this? You guys know yesterday being 24th, a war between Thailand and Cambodia just started. It started yesterday over border issue or land border issue. And now every countries are urging its citizens to leave Thailand and Cambodia because the war is actually escalating. But now, why did they involve us? Must we be involved? Yesterday, the US President Donald Trump has watched all the US, has watched all its citizens to avoid traveling to our country. That over rising insecurity and kidnapping. I think this should be a wake-up call to our politicians, to this administration, and to our government, that every country, mostly Western country, that they are looking up to, they are their puppets, are now seeing our nation as a threat to their citizens. Because other countries can't be fighting, and they'll be warning their citizens against traveling to our country, dragging us into and waiting no concern us.
At this point, I feel that Donald Trump have something against Nigeria. The news says the US government has urged its citizens to reconsider traveling to Nigeria due to crime, terrorism, civil unrest, kidnapping, armed gangs, and inconsistent availability of healthcare services. Now this one pay me pass. Inconsistent availability of healthcare services. If this one not be see finish, wait till we call this one. If our leaders know the kitty kata kata, they run to London for medical checkup, they don't go add this one join. We have shown the whole world that our healthcare system in Nigeria is zero. Look at it. Let us continue. The United States government issued the warning on July 15, 2025 in a fresh travel advisory to its citizens published on the website of the US Mission in Nigeria. See finish. But under this post, look at this comment, listen. Now this man said Trump isn't being sincere. He needs little reason to start a fight. The number of Americans spied annually through regular shootings far exceeds the number of people spied by Boko Haram in Nigeria. Since taking office, Trump's most notable actions have been imposing tariffs on allies and bullying past American leaders rather than achieving meaningful progress. So guys, if this one not be see finish, wait till we go call them. Make una tell me for comment section. This will call this one. Will you as a Nigerian travel to the US? You can answer me.
At this point, I don't even know who to blame. Should we blame Donald Trump, the US president, or should we apportion the blames to Nigeria and Nigerians? Breaking news. The US government has urged its citizens to reconsider traveling to Nigeria due to crime, terrorism, civil unrest, kidnapping, armed gangs, and inconsistent availability of healthcare services. To be very honest, what is really going on with Nigeria? The United States government issued a warning on July 15, 2025, in a fresh travel advisory to its citizens, published on the website of the US Mission in Nigeria. I'm going to quickly take it down to the videos, reactions coming from Nigeria. Even some of them started comparing this to Ghana. Like, why do Nigerians always compare every damn thing to Ghana, while in the actual sense, they're not even...
Guess what? America don't send warning to citizens who want to travel to Nigeria and from other parts of Africa. say make them be careful when they go there. Make them be careful. The one wey dey pay me pass, wey dey pay me, Ghana no dey among those countries. Yeah, Ghana no dey there. Nigeria dey there. Make I read the country, make I read the country. Nigeria dey there. Somalia dey there. Imagine no, Libya dey there. Burkina Faso dey there. South Sudan dey there. Democratic Republic of Congo dey there. Uganda dey there. Burundi dey there. Mauritania dey there. Guinea-Bissau dey there. Niger dey there. And Chad. I was expecting to see Ghana, but Ghana no dey there. You know why Ghana no dey there? The bastard children wey una get for Ghana never grow up. They just dey grow. You see this one wey una first see, shey na Igene 2 abi na Ogulu 2. That one never grew well. So now let's move on. They can't go on. They can't say even inside Nigeria, you know we pass. They can't even mention names of places where they say even if the citizen can't do agiti, say you get say you get stubborn, you can't still go to Nigeria. Say you get the places where you make you no go. Say TML you no go those area. They can still down at the area. They say it advised its citizens to avoid Borno, Yobe, Kogi, and northern Adamawa states due to terrorism and kidnapping. Don't forget that word, terrorism and kidnapping for those areas. Terrorism and kidnapping. Let's move on. And kidnapping, terrorism and kidnapping here. Then come on, say Bauchi, Gombe, Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, Sokoto, and Zamfara due to kidnapping. Those ones are due to kidnapping. Then you can't move on. And Abia, Anambra, Bayelsa, Delta, Enugu, Imo, and River States, except Port Harcourt. They can't put except Port Harcourt. That way with the Google. They can't say this area. Make a go start this area again. They say Abia, Anambra, Bayelsa, Delta, Enugu, Imo, and River States, except Port Harcourt, due to crime, kidnapping, and armed gangs. Change the other area. They say the first one, that one, terrorism and kidnapping. The other one, they say only the other one was due to kidnapping. That one don't get terrorism, but kidnapping. But this area, those ones due to crime, kidnapping, and armed gangs. Ghanaians. Ghana don't get the list yet because say una bastard child never grow. So if you like yourself Ghanaians, share this video and protect your Ghana.
Who do you believe here, Nigeria or America? Because America has come out and they have given a very, very strong warning to their citizens. They have said, do not travel to Nigeria at any cost. That is a terrorist country. If you go there, you can get kidnapped out of anywhere. Do not go there at any cost. Well, Nigerians have come out and they are saying, stop lying. We know why you have put this travel advisory. It's because we refuse to take in those criminals. Remember, America tried to get their criminals out of their prisons and bring them to Africa. A couple African countries have agreed, but Nigeria refused. The Nigeria's foreign minister came out and he said, Nigeria is not your trash can. Do not bring those criminals here. And now America is doing this. This is repercussions. If you don't listen to America, they start smearing the name of your country. And that's why I asked, who do you believe here? Nigeria, the ones who are saying America is just smearing their name because they refused criminals, or America, who are saying they're just worried about the safety and the wealth?
The problem we have in this country is because we are suffering from mental slavery. Over 300 years ago, our parents sold our brothers and sisters into slavery. 300 years later, we are not different. We are still selling ourselves into slavery. There is no originality in this country. This is the root of the problem we have. Those days, the price for the slaves were trinkets, beads, gunpowder, gin, thank you very much, and so on. The price today is foreign aids. The price today is political influence. The problem we have is not of our own making. And unless we address those issues, our collusion with the colonial masters is going to cause us more problems. If we look all around, look at the ceiling, there is nothing that is new, nothing indigenous in this hall. The country itself is not indigenous. Even the coup, we are blaming the military. Even the coups that we have is not of our own making. I believe there is the author of one of the books I have read in this conference who stated that the idea of a coup was first suggested in one of the military conferences they attended in America. I will go straight to read, with your permission, Mr. Chairman, what the respected Alhaji Shehu Shagari has put in his book. And I ask every member here to get that book, because I know most members here have the book written by Clinton, but they have not put the book, they have not bought the book written by Alhaji Shehu Shagari. And I'm going to quote what he has written. Quote, I was particularly struck by a conversation I had with a Greek professor attached to an international agency in Geneva. He told me his opinion of why West Europeans were supporting the rebellion against Nigeria. It was, he said, common among Westerners to sympathize with the underdog in any dispute, which in this case happens to be the Eastern Igbo. But what was even more important to the West was that Nigeria was a potential rival power in Africa, a force which had to be checked before it becomes a threat to Western European interests on the continent. The Biafran challenge, accordingly, provided a suitable opportunity to trim Nigeria's growing wings. He said that according to certain estimates, Nigeria was sitting on a keg of oil, which, given a suitable condition, would make it so rich in just 10 years, that is by 1978, that Nigeria would not require any aid from Europe. Indeed, Nigeria would be in a position to assist other African countries, especially the poorer ones, and thus undermine an important basis on which European influence was exercised over them. I underline that. He did not therefore think that Europe would stand idly by and watch Nigeria become to Africa what the United Nations had become to Western Europe. The rebel enclave, on the other hand, could be encouraged to become a rich but small and manageable African country, which would still be dependent on the West, just as some small oil-rich Arab countries have been. Finally, he assured me that whatever happens in the future, the West would never allow Nigeria to develop to a position where its wealth and power would threaten West European interests in Africa. Mr. Chairman, I don't need any comment. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Why only Nigeria? Like Nigeria? As a Nigerian, I'm hurt to hear this about my country. Countries are banning Nigeria left and right. Nobody wants to have anything to do with Nigeria. I want to ask my Ghanaian, South African, all African people, if you're watching this video, what is the way forward for Nigeria? What do you think should be done to these people? What should be done to the country Nigeria? I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Like this video, share this video. Please drop your opinion. I want to know in the comment section.